Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipe. In this video, we are going to learn on checking the accuracy of my model using cross-fold validation. So this is the code snippet. I have copied this code and I pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I'll explain to you the code over here as well as run this for you. So first of all, what is cross-validation and why do we need to do that? So when you are training a model, you need to make sure that your model has got most of the pattern from the data correct. Okay, and it is also not picking any noise, or in other words it's low on bias and variance. So basically uh, this means your model should be able to model has seen almost all the data patterns that are present in your data points and can easily perform well on the data point that it hasn't seen before. So how to do that? So one of the method is train test split that we often use. So what it does, it it splits your data set into training and testing. It trains your data set on a training part and it tests the accuracy of your data set on the testing part. So basically so basically it makes sure, or you can check this by using your testing data set, that how well your model is performing. So this was one method. Then came cross validation method. So what cross validation method does, it splits your data into cross validations, into the number of cross validations that you want. For example, as you can see here, I pass CV equal to 7. This means I want my data to be splitted into 7 parts. So what it is going to do, it is going to train my model on the six parts, and it is going to test my model on the first part, and it is going to do that for every part, that every time it is going to pick six different parts, and going to train for training and going to test my model for the first part. So it makes sure that it picks up all the patterns from your data and your model is able to perform well on the data that it hasn't seen before. So so I also want to tell you something, that train test split was doing the same thing, but why I didn't use that, but I did cross validation. So first and foremost thing was, uh, it is doing the same train test split thing a number of times, the cross validation method. The second thing is, when you have a less number of data and you perform train test split, there is a chance, because of low number of data points, your model is going to underfit. In order to prevent that, we generally use a cross validation method. So here I am using, this is k-fold cross validation, but at the time of data class imbalance, we can also go for stratified k-fold cross validation. The video for that is also available on our YouTube channel. Please check that if you want to understand what is stratified cross validation. So now let's get started with the code. So first of all, I am defining a function named snippet underscore 132. These are two general print statements. In order to ignore unnecessary warnings, I have imported warnings and I have ignored them using filter warnings ignore. Now from sklearn.model selection, I am using cross validation score. After that, tree, I am using a tree based classifier. So I am using decision tree classifier. After that, I am doing a classification problem over here. From sklearn's dataset, import make classification. So sklearn is a very powerful library. It also provides you with custom classification dataset, but you can also generate your own dataset using using a make classification function. So what I am going to do, I am calling my make classification function make underscore classification. Then I am passing some features. So you can see the number of samples that I want to generate. I want 10,000 samples. So the number of features that this sample should have. So I want to give 3 number of features. Now n informative, n redundant. So n redundant was the total number of redundant features that I want. So how it is going to create redundant features? So redundant features means that all of my redundant feature is going to be created by the linear combination of these features and features available. So you must be familiar with correlation. So sometimes your data are highly correlated. So what does highly correlation mean? Now suppose one of your feature is x, and one and the second feature is 2x. So more or less both of these represent the same thing. at the time of training, if you don't remove the correlated data, your model is going to get biased towards the features that are highly correlated. So you need to remove them. Now n informative means these three all those three features shouldn't be correlated at all. Now n classes, so n class is equal to 2 means I want two class classification problem. Now after that I am initializing my decision tree classifier model under the name d tree. Now print, so you can, so this is the method and parameter passing in my cross validation score function. So I'll call my cross validation score, and then I will pass d tree my model, my x and y, that is my training and test, that is my categorical, that is my variables, and y is my target column. So yes, I forgot to tell you something. Make classification passes gives out two functions, that is, one is the feature matrix and another is the target matrix. After that you need to pass a scoring method. You can give r2, you can give any method that you want. For example, in regression I want mean square error method, so I'll pass mean square error. Over here, as I'm using classification problem, I will pass accuracy. So accuracy checks basically the number of correct predictions upon the total number of predictions. Cross validation is equal to 7. Now after that, each cross validation will give me a score. So I want to sum it up. So basically mean score, cross validation score, again the same thing, dot mean. This will give me the mean. After that, standard score, that I'm calculating the standard deviation. So standard deviation means how deviated your data is from the mean, how sparsely your data is spread. If during cross validation, if standard deviation is very high, this means your each cross validation is giving a result that is that are having too much difference among themselves. So let me run this and print this for you. So you can see our score is somewhat 92, 91, 94, 92, 92, 92 and 92. Okay, then my mean is around 92.64, and you can see the standard deviation is very less. So when you get a high standard deviation, it can be a case of class imbalance. This means your data is your data set is having too many number of different and unique data points. So in that case, basically you want to increase your number of data points. So this means you need so now you have 10,000 columns. This means you should have 10,000 rows. This means you should have almost 20 to 25,000 rows. You need more data points to get a better output. So this was all about codes in this video. For real industry based project, you can visit our website. You can also go to our website and video and YouTube channel for more recipes like this. In case you want customized recipe that you don't find over here, you can click here, you can click this link, click here and submit your request for recipe. This was all about the codes in this video, and the link for and the URL for the code is available in the video description below. Thank you.